Bitcoin having successfully done at the same time, Bitcoin get the bounce back from $59,500 and right now Bitcoin above $66,000. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Puriani. On the previous video, I'm already mentioned to you Bitcoin can get the bounce back from $59,500 and is possible for a Bitcoin to back again to $65,000. Right now, Bitcoin is above $66,000. So before we are starting to see what's going on the market, please write for me on the comment. Are we bullish or are we bearish? Are we going to the moon or are we going to see some lower price on the Bitcoin before we fly into moon? So thank you very much to subscribe and supporting my channel. Write for me right now. Are you bullish or are you bearish? Are we going to higher price right now or are we going to dump from here? So let's jump to the chart and see what's going on the market. Bitcoin on the daily time frame, we can see 2-time Bitcoin back to $59,500 and we can see 3-time try to pass the $65,000 and get rejected, and we don't see any closing candle above $65,000. Today is a Monday and possible we see some more bullish on the Bitcoin and possible to bring the Bitcoin back to $67,000 or even $68,000. For me, if I want to be 100% bullish on the Bitcoin, I have to see the Bitcoin back to $69,000 and closing the candle above $69,000. Otherwise, we can see again a rejection from $69,000 and can bring the Bitcoin back to $65,000 or even lower. Maybe they can bring the Bitcoin back to $59,500. Right now, Bitcoin have a very strong support around $59,000, and as soon as the Bitcoin holding above $59,500, anytime Bitcoin come back again to $59,000 and bounce back again from this support. At the same time, if Bitcoin breaking the $59,000, possible for a Bitcoin back to $55,000 or even $52,000 or even $50,000. But right now, Bitcoin back to $65,000, and if Bitcoin holding the $65,000, possible for a continuation. Right now, I can see more potential for a Bitcoin back to $67,000 or $68,000. And as I said, if you want to see more bullish on the Bitcoin have to take over the $69,000 and we have to see the closing daily candle above $69,000. MACD on the daily time frame, very soon we can see the cross and we can see the histogram is ready to change the color to the green. And if Bitcoin holding the $65,000, as I said, possible to Bitcoin to back to $68,000 or even $69,000. And if Bitcoin holding the $69,000, possible to Bitcoin back to all-time high and possible for a Bitcoin back to all-time high around $74,000. On the daily time frame, we can see Bitcoin ping pong on this zone and it's still possible for a Bitcoin to touch the upper line. And as I said, if you want to see bullish on the Bitcoin have to take over the $69,000 and break in this zone and continue to rise up. As soon as the Bitcoin holding the support around $59,500 can be bounced back again as soon as they hold it. Otherwise, if we be breaking the $59,000, possible for a Bitcoin 100% go to 50,000 or mid 50,000 range, then bounce back from there. But right now, Bitcoin bounce back 10% and possible for this bounce is continue to bring the Bitcoin to $68,000. If you check in the weekly time frame, also Bitcoin is still ping-ponging on this zone and we can see maybe soon we get the cross or maybe like here and we just come in very close and we continue and Bitcoin continue to rise up like what we see in here on the $42,000 range. If we be checking the BB on the weekly time frame, we can see a still mid band is standing around $54,500 and top band is standing around $78,000. I'm not going to be surprising to see Bitcoin continue to $69,000 and come back and retest the $68,000 and continue to rise up. This is all about Bitcoin, and let's jump to the Ethereum and see what's going on Ethereum. Ethereum on the daily time frame, we can see Ethereum back to $2,800. I'm already estimated on the previous video. I said possible for Ethereum back to back to $2,800 or $2,700. We can see Ethereum back to $2,800 and get the bounce back again, especially Ethereum on the daily time frame. As soon as holding the $3,000 support, possible to come and touching the $3,280. We are not so far from $3,280, and we can see the mid band of the BB standing around here. Anyway, possible for Ethereum still bouncing on this zone, and possible again on the daily time frame reject from 3,280 and bring the Ethereum back to $3,000. And if we want to see some bullish on the Ethereum have to take over back the 3,280, and we have to see the daily candle closing above 3,280. And if we see the daily candle closing above 3,280, possible for Ethereum back again to $3,600 or back to $3,700. On MACD on the daily time frame, very soon we can see the cross. And if Ethereum back to $3,280, I'm not going to be surprised to see the Ethereum back to $3,500 and $3,700. And if we see the Ethereum closing the candle below $3,300, possible for Ethereum back to $3,000. So this is all about today, my friend. I hope my view and technical is helping you. And don't forget to write for me on the comment. Are you bullish or are you bearish? Are we going to see the moon, or are we going to see the lower price before we fly to the moon? All the best for you, and see you on the next video.